After being reborn as a koi, I ended up with 8 mermaid sisters. But not only did they not treat me like a treasure, they even wanted to catch me and eat me as a snack. That's because in this world where bloodlines rule everything, I'm just a trash fish with 0 talent. Instead of getting eaten by some bigger fish, I might as well become my sister's snack. What they didn't know, though, was that I had awakened the dragon evolution system. As long as I devoured other creatures, I could keep evolving. And just when I was about to get eaten by Sister Xiling, Big Sis Landling showed up with a whole table of spirit meat and saved me from disaster. Second sister immediately stopped caring about eating a little fish with no spirit energy like me. Seeing my other sisters eating so happily, I wanted to go over and grab a bite too, hoping I could evolve sooner. But second sister Xiling just shooed me right back out. Because in 3 days, it would be the Flood Dragon King's 100 Demon Banquet, and all the unqualified fish would be eaten there. Giving me spirit meat now would just be a waste of food. Luckily, Sister Landling felt bad for me and found me a precious stalk of blue glow watergrass. It didn't have as much spirit energy as the meat, but it matched a koi's nature much better. A sister this gentle? Yeah, I was totally in love. But this was all she could do. Whether I'd survive in 3 days was completely up to fate, so I asked curiously, if that Demon King is so brutal, why don't we just leave this place? Big Sis said this whole lake had already been sealed off by the Flood Dragon King's barrier. With their strength, there was no way out. That's when I realized just how dangerous this lake really was, but then I thought, wait, don't I still have my system? So I swallowed that spirit herb in one gulp. The very next second, I felt a wave of energy rush into my body. My rank instantly broke through to 9th grade lower tier. With just one tail flick, I could easily shatter rock. Now that I had enough power to protect myself, I decided to go out and train on my own. If I just kept eating grass, I'd level up way too slowly. While I was swimming around, I suddenly spotted 2 giant fish fighting up ahead. The moment I saw that, I lit up. Then I hid in the shadows and waited for the right time to make my move. Not long after, one of the big fish got badly wounded by a shark. Right when it was about to go in and enjoy its prize, I knew it was my moment to strike. If it ate that big fish and recovered, I'd lose my chance. So I swam right up in front of it and started trash-talking it. Sure enough, that shark immediately came charging after me. The second I made a sharp turn, that idiot fish slammed straight into the reef with a bang. After devouring both fish demons, my rank jumped straight up to 8th grade mid-tier. I also unlocked 2 skills. Swift Flash, which lets me burst to max speed for a short time. The other skill was Golden Scale Armor. Not only does it boost my defense, it can even reflect the enemy's damage back at them. At the same time, my body started changing too. I got several times bigger, and even a casual hit from me could split rock apart. Just when I was still lost in my own growing power, I suddenly heard cries for help from the surface. So I rushed upward right away. Turns out it was my older sisters. They had been captured by demon hunters. Just as they were about to be brutally killed by those demon hunters, something suddenly stirred in the lake. And right at that critical moment, I made it in time. But those demon hunters just sneered at me. So after all that, it's just some weird mutated fish. Then they raised their demon-slaying crossbows and got ready to shoot me dead. As countless arrows came flying at me, I immediately activated Swift Flash. The water surface exploded with a massive spray, and every arrow headed my way got blasted right back at them. In just a single instant, every demon hunter was wiped out. After they were saved, the 3 sisters hurried over to thank me. Thank you for saving us, Senior. We never expected there'd be a powerful demon beast like you in this lake. I just chuckled and said, you don't remember me? Weren't you trying to eat me not that long ago? Hearing that, they were instantly shocked. But I couldn't be bothered to explain anymore, so I just told them to leave. Second sister Xiling looked like she still wanted to say something, but one of the younger sisters stopped her and they turned around and went back into the lake. Once they were gone, I started devouring the energy from all those hunters. As endless spiritual power poured into my body, I began going through a complete transformation. New form reconstructed, evolution complete. You have evolved into a flood dragon. This is the legendary early form of a dragon. Realm breakthrough, 7th grade. Innate divine abilities awakened. Hidden dragon in the abyss, flood dragon breaks dawn. Luck plus 10%, ding. Current luck 70%. I had gone from a weak little koi to a legendary flood dragon. But after going back into the lake, I realized this body of mine was way too flashy. So I had the system turn me back into my original form. In 3 days, I was going to give the Flood Dragon King one hell of a surprise. Soon enough, the 100 Demon Banquet began. Aquatic clans from all around gathered together, and my sisters and I were teleported into the palace. When they saw I was safe, my sisters all crowded around me, and just as they were checking in on me, some green-haired freak walked over. It looked at how weak I seemed and mocked me, saying I'd probably be the first one to die. A bunch of fishmen behind it were cracking up too. Big Sis stepped in and shut that green-haired freak down without hesitation. But I wasn't focused on that clown at all, because one look told me those green-haired freaks were just fodder. The real boss was the one sitting on the throne, the Flood Dragon King. As soon as the Flood Dragon King sat down, the 100 Demon Banquet officially began. The first test was for each water demon clan, to see whether they could endure his pressure. Big Sis quickly released her spiritual power and shielded us behind her. As for the water demons who had no protection and were too weak, they turned to ash in the blink of an eye. Blood flowed through the Crystal Palace, and the sheer brutality of it was terrifying. Luckily, all of us siblings survived. Seeing that, the Flood Dragon King didn't make things harder for us. Instead, he started assigning territory based on each clan's performance. The green-haired freak next door got a Grade B territory, but when it was our turn, we were only given a barren Grade D territory. Seeing that, the green-haired freak came over and started provoking us again. It told us we might as well merge into its clan, and my 8 sisters could give it a whole litter of kids. Then they could spend the rest of their lives waiting on it hand and foot. That smug face of his was seriously hard to watch, and Big Sis's expression turned cold immediately. She warned it to show some respect. After all, she carried a 5th grade bloodline and was the clan leader approved by the Flood Dragon King. But instead of backing off, the green-haired freak got even cockier. Its clan possessed true ancient Flood Dragon blood. That was a genuine top 3rd grade bloodline. It could totally suppress my sisters by bloodline and turn them into lowly slaves. That whole speech left my sisters speechless, and the more timid ones were so mad they started crying. I had thought the Flood Dragon King would step in when he saw something this disgusting, but instead he flat out allowed it. The green-haired freak licked its lips happily. It was already fantasizing about its future good life. It even started getting handsy with my sisters. Just as they were ready to fight to the death, I swam out and shielded them behind me. Then I asked the Flood Dragon King, "So as long as your bloodline is stronger, you can do whatever you want to those with lower bloodlines?" The moment my sisters saw that, they panicked. Big Sis straight up told me to run, that even if only one of us escaped, it would still be worth it. Even second sister Xiling, who hated me the most, tried to drag me back. The Flood Dragon King just smiled and admitted I was right. "Well then, that makes this easy. This little punk wants to talk power with me?" System, remove the disguise. Old 9 evolved into a Flood Dragon? No way. The Flood Dragon bloodline hasn't produced a true dragon in thousands of years. How could a tiny koi like him turn into a Flood Dragon? The moment they saw it, even the Flood Dragon King got interested. But for now, all eyes were still on the green-haired freak, because it was furious. It immediately called its clansmen over and formed a battle array. It gathered the strength of its whole clan elite to try and kill me. But trash is still trash. How could something like that ever be worthy of standing against a noble Flood Dragon? I casually activated my dragon scale armor, and their attack wasn't even enough to scratch me. With one casual swipe of my dragon claw, the dragon pressure inside it instantly one-shot that green-haired freak. Once they saw how powerful I was, my sisters were beyond excited. The green-haired freak realized it was doomed too, and hurriedly crawled over to beg for mercy. But there was no way I was letting that filthy coward go. I immediately unleashed my divine power, and wiped out the green-haired freak and its entire clan, body, and soul. The Flood Dragon King was very pleased with how I performed. After all, in this place, strength is everything. After that, he not only handed me the green-haired clan's territory, he also gave us an extra top-grade territory on top of it. And by then, my sister's attitude toward me had completely changed. Once we got back to our territory, my sisters became even more enthusiastic. The new land had been nourished by spiritual veins, making it peaceful and overflowing with spiritual energy. Old 9, you have no idea how perfect my Warm Sun Hall is for resting. Come by anytime. Big Sis will help guide your demonic energy and make sure you sleep nice and easy. My Jade Terrace cottage is even quieter. It's on the east side of the palace, right by the Spirit Spring. There's even a glowing jade platform I picked out carefully. It's perfect for meditation and stabilizing your realm. Quit fighting already. Old 9 just went through a huge battle. His body and mind have to be exhausted. I've recently learned some human techniques. I can give you a proper massage, help you relax, and clear your meridians. That works way better than just sleeping. You girls seriously have no shame? He may have a Flood Dragon body, but his soul and physical form still haven't fully matured. How can you act this recklessly? All of you, back off. Sigh, how lonely. This charm of mine has nowhere to go. Just look at the kid. His face is already red. This crystal palace was never going to stay peaceful.